Okay, so hello everyone. I hope you are doing fine. Today I am going to give you the following topic that is vocabulary and past continuous. Okay, so we're gonna check some vocabulary. We're gonna check about the past continuous because we have seen the simple past. So I think you already know plenty of simple past. So we're gonna move on into past continuous. This topic is very easy. So please pay attention and let's start. Okay, the first part is vocabulary. We're gonna talk about professions and jobs. Here I brought you an interesting fact from your book. It says, according to UNESCO, the world will need an extra 5.1 million teachers to teach all the kids in lower secondary education by 2030. Can you picture that? They are like a lot of kids. Okay, I am going to show you a video about professions, and after that we're gonna do an exercise about these professions. So please pay attention to all the information, okay? So here we go.
Jobs. Office worker. Computer programmer. Veterinarian. Street vendor. Factory worker. Politician. Tour guide. Entrepreneur. Ballet dancer. Astronaut. Miner. Teacher. Real estate agent. Bellboy. Gas station attendant. Judge. Customs officer. Lawyer. Cashier. Taxi driver. Speaker. Delivery man. Butcher. Pharmacist. Receptionist. Plumber. Musician. Chef. Baker. Artist.
Okay, so that's it for the professions. Now let's go with this activity, okay? In your computer, you can pause the video because it's on YouTube. So take the time to check all the pictures and then we are gonna answer, okay? So right now, pause the video and I am going to give you the answers. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. The first one. What is the first person doing? It's working in a studio. So he is an artist, okay? He works in a studio. Number two, who works at a hospital? That's right, a nurse or a doctor. Number three, works in a lab, a scientist. The next, works in an office and also on the streets. The journalist. Number five, normally works at a school. Guess who it is? Yeah, teacher. And finally, can work at a community center. Social worker, okay? So these are the ones that come in your book. So you can take notes about this because we're gonna use them in another lesson. Then we have the main topic, the grammar topic that is past continuous, okay? Basically, it is used to refer to a continuing action or state that was happening at some point in the past, okay? It can also be used to describe something that was happening continuously in the past when another action interrupted. For example, imagine that there is a play, okay, in a theater, and the audience was applauding. That is the continuing action. But then the actor fell off the stage, okay? So the audience was applauding until he fell off the stage. So that is the continuing action, is this one, okay? Here I have it. And this is the action that interrupt the another action. Okay, so then we have the past continuous, or another use of the past continuous. For example, it is talking about time, okay? The precise time in the past. In this case, at 6 o'clock, we were eating dinner. This is telling me what they were doing at this time, okay? We are talking about precise time. In this case, 6 o'clock. Okay, here it is another video to explain better the past continuous. So listen, pay attention, and here we go.
It was 9 o'clock in the morning. Everybody in the town was doing their own work. But suddenly, a car crashed into a tree. Everybody shared this news with other people, they said. When the accident happened, I was doing my homework. I was playing my guitar. We were having a great party. I was looking around. I was repairing my car. I was waiting for my friend and reading the newspaper. I was working in my office. I was mending the roof. We were learning English. I was playing my flute. I was making a phone call.
Okay, that's it for the video. So that is the past continuous. How do we form it? Here we have as all of the tenses, we're gonna have a subject, okay? In this case, it's she. Then we're gonna use was or were. How can I use was and when can I use was and when can I use were? In this case, I, he, she, and it goes with was. And you, they, we with were. Here we have an example. She was cooking all morning. Check this verb because it's a verb with ing. The ing form is telling us that the verb is in a continuous form, okay? Then we have the negative form that is the subject, was, were, not, the verb with ing. For example, she was not sleeping when he came home. And in here, we can also say, let me do this smaller, wasn't. It's like the short form to say was not, okay? If you write was not, it's correct. If you write wasn't or weren't, it's also correct. So the last part is the interrogative part. We have was, were, plus the subject, plus verb, and ing. Was she sleeping when he came home? We are using she and was, okay? If you have these ones, you have to use were. So this is basically how you are going to form the past continuous. Okay, let's now watch this or listen to this song, okay? And check all the past continuous sentences that you can see on the song, okay? And listen.
I was laughing and you were smiling. Sun was shining and the birds were flying. Wind was blowing and the waves were breaking. A million pictures that we were taking. Yesterday was the greatest day of all. 'Cause we were playing together all day long. We were surfing and we were biking. We were fishing and we were hiking. I was drumming and you were singing. And the music was really swinging. Yesterday was the greatest day of all. 'Cause we were laughing and playing our favorite songs. I was dreaming about you all night long.
Okay, now let's continue practicing, okay? This is gonna be your homework. Later when we have our Zoom class, I want you to write, please, just the answers, not all the sentences. Write the answers and your name on the chat, okay? So here we have some sentences that you have to change into past continuous. So we have the first one, the girls, space, cards, okay? You have to complete. Number 2, Greg, space, for his wallet. Mr. Miller, space, not wash his car. Remember, don't get confusing here, because even though here it is a not, you have to use the negative form of the tense, okay? So please check that part on the video. Then we have number 4, Susan, space, her homework. They, space, football yesterday afternoon. And finally, I, space, for her in the park. So that is gonna be the work for right now. You are going to write only the answers in the chat of Zoom with your name. That is gonna be your assistance in the class. And also, if you have any question that you wanna ask, you can do it. And I think that's it, okay? So see you later. Take care and goodbye.